morning and welcome back to our next vlog. It's nearly 6:10 and Trevor's asked us to be up at the farm for 7 and he said it's a good sort of half an hour walk. I've not walked it yet, but I'm just going off what he's told us. You left us at the dealership yesterday. We got a taxi back and I actually thought we were stopping over there, which is a post office owned by a woman called Mrs. Holland. So it's a post office and a sort of local shop as well. But wasn't this is actually one of Trevor's friends. It used to be a B&B. They don't run it as a B&B now, but they've still got the space. So yeah, that's their house there, and this is sort of, there's a door here and there's a door on the other side as well, and there's a couple of rooms for them. We'll start walking. So at the minute, I know I'm in there for the next week. Trevor's arranged for that. I might as well keep our torch on. That's just the back of the house. I haven't actually been around the other side. I've just seen a door go out. So yeah, Trevor's arranged for us to stay there for the next week. Where are we going after that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to speak to Trevor about it. He's been really good, to be fair. He rang us last night when we got back to the B&B to make sure sort of everything was all right and just to confirm what he wanted of us to do. I mean, to be honest, I feel so much more settled now after a horrendous sort of day and a half. You could say 2 days really, because even on the afternoon when I was doing that work for Trevor, I had no idea whether I had a job or whether I had anywhere to stay, or even the ability to charge the camera up, as I mentioned yesterday. So to know now that we're going to have some work, so we're going to have some income, and at least for the next week we've got a comfortable B&B to stop in, it's a massive weight off my shoulders. What I'll do, I'm going to switch off just to save battery life, and then I'll see you once we're up there. I was a little bit early, but as you can see, I was going to say Trevor's up, but it looks like the whole house is up, to be honest. I've spoke to Trevor and he's asked us to go and clean out the cows. However, he said the machine that I need to use is there's a sort of a small, what he's described as a ride-on, and he said it's up at a sheep farm just at the top here. So just follow this track. He's got plenty of cows, hasn't he? Which you'd expect, I suppose, for a dairy farm. Oh, cow. I have worked on farms before, although it was quite a long time ago. However, not so much with animals. So although I haven't told Trevor this, some of the dealing with the animals, it's going to be a bit new to us. Right. We'll get this open. And this must be what he's on about, the ride-on. Little John Deere, what's that, 640R? And there's a sheep there. Already starting to stack the wool up. Right, so we'll get this started. I mean, I can tell you now, we're not even moving, and it's going to be cold just working on here. We'll get back down to the farm. I'm not even sure. It's alright, cow, I'll go around you, don't worry. I'm not even sure whether Trevor actually owns that sheep farm. Just, he never said either way. I sort of assumed that he did, but there was just something he said as if maybe someone else, maybe he owns it, but someone else looks after it. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out as the days progress. So can I get in that way? I can get through here, I think. There we are. What I'm going to do is go from it from the other side. And that's where we're taking it there. He must have been using that Massey last night because it's moved, hasn't it? It was parked in the sheds over to what's our right now. That's where it was yesterday when we left it. So he's obviously been doing something. I have no idea what we're doing next. He's just asked us to clear this up. I mean, officially we haven't even started yet. We weren't supposed to start till 7 o'clock, but I'm certainly not going to take issue with that. Need to make as good an impression as possible. There's actually more here than what I thought. I mean, I know the bucket on the front of this isn't overly big. I don't know what it holds exactly, but there's a good amount of manure there. As for payment, Trevor's basically said he's going to pay us on a daily basis because we're working, as he's described it, as flexi. He's going to pay us at the end of each day, and he did say that he was going to give us a little something for the work we did yesterday as well, so hopefully we'll have a bit of money in the bank by the start of tomorrow. Almost done. What we need is for that sun to come out, that's what we need, because it is freezing on here. Don't think we're going to get much more with the bucket. Right, I'll get this gate closed. What I'll do is, because I don't know whether we're going to be finished with this or not, I'll park this underneath here. And Trevor said just to go back once we finished and get breakfast, so we'll go and do that now, and I'll be back once we have our next job. Right, I know you'll see the time and think that was one hell of a breakfast, but in reality, we did have breakfast and then we came out and set some equipment up. So basically what he wants us to do is put a fertilising state down on the field that we were working in yesterday. So we're going to do some manure spreading. As you can see, we're already hooked up and this had been filled already. Just have to make sure we get the swing out of here. Yep, I think we are right. The other bit of machinery that we were setting up was the Massey down there. That's just ready to fill this spreader once we're finished with it. Right, and we're off. So I mean, we're getting to know this field quite well really, aren't we? I don't actually know what land he's got. I've no idea. Some weeds starting to come through there though. I mean, given the fact that he's got cows and potentially sheep, although, like I said, we need to confirm that. I assume some of these grass fields will be his around here. You'll need it for the feed. So I mean, just looking back, we've got what, probably a third left. Right, so it looks like we're about empty there. Unfortunately, this tractor isn't new enough to be able to tell us how much we've got left in and when we empty. Right, that should be okay. I'll just leave it running. I do feel like we got the majority done there. So hopefully we'll only need to fill this the once and we'll be able to get finished. There's a good chance this might be the last one here. Right, we'll get back over and get finished off. It won't take us long now, we've got the majority of it done there. I think from what I remember, there's a bit of a strange shape in this field where it leaves you a triangle. That's it there, isn't it? Just over to the left. I'll do that bit last, I think. Right, just that last bit and then we're done. Wasn't bad at all, really, was it? Now he's asked for the spreader to be parked around here. So we'll put it in that end bay there. There's nothing in there at the minute. Although I'm well aware that there's a post there somewhere. Right. We'll switch off here. So I've come back around to the house to see Trevor. His family's told us that he's just nipped out, and he's going to be at least a good hour or so. So they've just advised us to have a look around, just familiarise myself with sort of the machinery and basically just the working parts of the farm. So this seems like the ideal place to stop today's vlog. Although the next vlog you'll see, I hope, as long as we've got work on, it'll just be a continuation from this one. So thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you again soon.